Okay. So we need to address something. I want to just bring something to your attention at least. All right. Lay it on me. All right. So a lot of the clips that you post, apparently, one of the main comments that we get on your clips is the comment, apparently I missed something. So what do you have to say to the people who are confused and apparently can't keep up? Well, I don't want to punch him, that's for sure. That's a good start. I would have to say, if you're confused, hit that damn follow button. I mean, it only makes logical sense. Wait, what do you mean it? Wait, how's that logical? All right. So, let's say you watch one of our clips. You're lost on something, okay? Now, if you're going to take the time to type up the comment and say, apparently I missed something, and you're going to stay confused, or instead of instead of exerting all that energy commenting, apparently I missed something, hit the follow button so that way you don't miss out. I mean, it's logical to me. What do you think? Well, I hate to say it, but it does add up. All right, so that's how we're going to start today's episode, huh? Is basically just telling people to follow. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what the whole making content thing is about. I mean, unless you know something I don't, seeing as how you have a whole bunch of experience, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Yeah, probably best not to. So, first things first, we need to address the last stream. So, our first stream here 2 weeks ago, which, by the way, that VOD is up over on the VOD's channel. Link to that will be on screen here a little bit later. And what the hell? After we're done with this, I'll go ahead and drop it down in the description for this stream as well. Anyway, if you got our first episode, it kind of felt a little rushed. What do you think? Do you agree with me, G Mini? Yeah, mostly because at the end there, the end is where you kind of rushed through. Was there any particular reason for that? Well, I'm still dressed in this garb. It's still hot as shit. So, yeah, that was a thing. But also, it was kind of a test stream anyway. Like, our first stream could have went either way, and I was prepared for anything. But we did learn some things. So, yeah. Now, because it was also rushed because we waited a little bit until last minute to get everything ready. I mean, we kind of did the same thing with today's stream, just in a different way. You did the same thing, but in a different way. Yeah, so whereas for the first stream, we just kind of did an kind of did an introduction. This stream, we waited till the last minute, but we busted out a little 5-page thing here. So we've actually got talking points. So we're going to be staying on point with those. But yes. So I want to apologize for the first stream being kind of short and rushed, but don't worry, we're gonna take care of that today. You know, I really hope so, because I hate to say what you've done feels right, but I mean, yeah. Oh, don't worry, there's a reason for that. So, let me look at my list. What is on my list? All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the Q&A. So, Gemini, are you ready to answer some questions? As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. Great. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right on down to the chat screen. There we go. All right. So, meat suits. Allow me to explain to you how this works. I am apparently going to have an issue of punching the microphones today. I can make up a story for that. Anyway, right up here in this big blocky box, that is our chat screen, meat suits. Gemini, do you know what that means? Oh, wait, I have to come down there too? Yeah, please come down here. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, so, Gemini, do you know what the chat box means? That was not me. Gemini! You're pissing me off. Okay, ask the question again. Gemini, do you know what the chat box is? Yeah, it's where people type and it shows up on our screen. All right, good. So we're gonna go ahead and start the Q&A. So if you have any questions for me or Gemini, go ahead and type them up right there, and we're gonna begin right now. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna be honest. This is a little boring. Yeah, you're right. All right, let's go back to full screen. All right. So, kind of figured nobody was going to start off right off rip. So, if I'm not mistaken, Gemini, you have a question for me. Do you not? I don't want to read this. Yes, you do, because it's part of today's show. I really don't want to read this. Okay, you have to, so go ahead and read it anyway. I have 2 questions for you. All right. Question 1 comes from Anonymous. The question is, what do you plan on doing next week for the stream? Oh, I am so glad that Anonymous decided to ask that question. So, we'll make this really short and quick. I want to play a video game, and that's what we're going to do. After today, we're probably going to take a break from the just chatting live things. But I want to play a video game that specifically has a dragon in it. Now, currently I have two choices. So, I'm going to make a clip of this, or a highlight, whatever the hell you want to call it. I need y'all to help me figure out what game we're going to play next week right here on Twitch. All right? The choices are Skyrim or Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Now, two different ways of playing here. With Skyrim, we can break that game to make so much content, or even though there's a bunch of controversy around what's his name and whatever the hell the company is that makes the Borderlands series, Tiny Tina's Wonderland would be a completely new walkthrough. Never touched it before, so we're going to leave it into the hands of you guys, all right? What do you want to see? Strange, different types of content, or a fresh playthrough? Go ahead and leave your comments down below, or head on over to the Facebook page and let us know there. So, hopefully that answers the first question. Now, are you ready to ask the other question? This is so damn juvenile. I hope you know this. I know. That's the way I wrote it. I have a question here from a very strangely named person. Oh, really? Well, just how strange is their name? You're really going to make me say this, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Go ahead. Our question comes from a fellow named Mike. Mike what? Mike Hunt. Oh my God, are you done being immature yet? No. It's only going to get worse from here. You should know that. Anyway, Mike wants to know, what is the history of the Gemini Hammer Show? Well. First of all, Mike Hunt. Allow me to say, Mike, you sound like a douchebag. But great question nonetheless. So, allow me to go into a little bit of history for you. Gemini, are you prepared for a history lesson? I have a feeling I'm going to end up being the ass end of this joke. You know what? You are very wise. So, let's go ahead and jump into the history of the Gemini Hammer Show. Our tale starts back, oh damn, how many years ago? I want to say like 2, 3. Shit, how old are you? I don't remember. I think 2. Wait, how old am I? Yeah, I'm 2. Yeah, I just turned 2. You didn't know my birthday? Motherfucker, you didn't know your birthday either, so I don't want to hear your damn mouth. Alright, fine. Fair point. Alright, so the story of the Gemini Hammer Show begins back 2 years ago. When Gemini thought that he was Gemini. I mean, I was Gemini for a whole season, a little bit longer, in fact, if you want to be technical about it. Well, again, if you missed our last stream, I go into detail about how I was always there while Gemini was doing his thing. If you missed anything there, head over to the VODs channel, and again, check out that one. By the way, I think that was a pretty good segue. What do you think? I guess. God, don't sound so enthusiastic. Okay, look. Can we just get back on point? Point. Hold on. That's right. So, 2 years ago, Gemini. Wow, way to fuck up my name. Hey, happens to the best of us. 2 years ago, Gemini thought that he created himself. So he started out our main YouTube channel. Again, link will be on screen later and down in the description. While Gemini thought that he was me, which don't know how you could ever mistake us, but yeah, we're going to go into a lot of that details today. Gemini created the Gemini Hammer Show. It was a weekly live series over on the main YouTube channel. Again, link will be on the description, or link will be in the description and on screen later. Where he played Resident Evil 4. And he did that for, oh, what was it? It was like every Saturday or every other Saturday for how many months? Oh, I don't remember, like October, November, December, January. It was like 7, 8 months where I did the Gemini Hammer Show originally over on YouTube. That's right. Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, head over there, check it out, you know, whatnot. But after he did season 1, what did you decide to do, Gemini? Would you like to explain it to him? I know what you're talking about. I just don't know how you're going to word it. Well, let me word it this way. I had to clean up Gemini's mess. You know, I don't remember it that way. Ah, well. Unluckily for you, I came prepared. What do you mean? What do you mean prepared? Ladies and gentlemen, meat suits everywhere. Let's go back to, when was that? That was early 2023? Right? No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Let's go back 10 months ago from now. When Gemini got a little bit ahead of himself. And I had followed everything that I said I was going to do. I gave him 1 whole season. And then at the start of season 2, Gemini started to get in a little bit over his head, so I had to step in. Again, I don't remember it that way, but, you know, whatever you say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back and I'll show you myself exactly what happened. You didn't. Why do you think I have 5 pages? You wouldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to September 1st, 2024. And let's see what happened when Gemini originally discovered I was here. Forewarning, this is going to be a little bit confusing. Trust me, it was confusing for me and him as well in the beginning, but luckily we got everything figured out, got everything sorted out, and that's why there's 2 of us here now. You're really going to talk about things that nobody here knows. You want to talk about them missing stuff. I know, that's why while we wait, we're going to have videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's see here. Let's get to the right one. All right. Enjoy the canceled season 2 of the Gemini Hammer Show over on the main YouTube. Roll it. What is up, boneheads and where's the music at? Where is anything at? Okay. Will someone please explain to me what the hell's going on here? I don't know, Daddy. I hate that you're here. Does that mean that Hammer's here too? Yep, I'm here. What the hell is going on? I was supposed to be playing a game right now. What? Will somebody please explain to me what the hell's going on here? I think I might be able to help with that. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? There's another one? Wow. Talk about a blast from the past. I haven't seen them in so long. That one was on me. I can't even blame you, Gemini. Okay, good. I'm not going to take every hit. No, but you're going to take some major ones today. Why do I feel like that's foreshadowing? Because it is. Yeah. Wow, you want to talk about wow. Like look at all of this behind me now. And then look at everything in these clips that you're about to see, and holy hell. I think we've come a long way. Especially, I have bitched about this outfit being a little warm. But let's be honest. I look so much better than I did in that clip. Then again, you want to talk about rushed. Yeah, that was kind of a rushed ordeal. So is everything rushed with you? Sometimes, but it's a lot of chaos that yeah, it just makes sense to me. But anyway, I digress. Let's stay on track here. So what do we have to do? Ah, that's right. I still can't get over the fact of how different the background looks now. Even the sides and just wow. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. You look exactly the same though. It's insane. I mean, I am kind of just an image on a computer. Just that's like saying you look the same. Aw. Thank you. I don't think I look a day over 150. You're a meat suit and a rubber mask. Don't push it. Kiss my ass. Anyway. And the twins. The twins. Wow. You know, I'm gonna be nice and let's go ahead and take a second, and if you remember the twins, if you've been around this channel long enough to where you remember the twins, first of all, God bless you. Secondly, let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for the twins, shall we? All right, that's enough of that shit. Yeah. So don't worry, we'll explain that here in just a few minutes. Wow, a few minutes. All right, it's gonna be a couple minutes. Anyway, so let's go ahead and address a few other questions. So there apparently are some people who can't understand why me and you sound alike. I kind of figured it was just due to lazy writing. I mean, it kind of is. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and see why you and I sound alike. So for the purposes of this video, this stream, everybody's just going to sound like me. Is that cool? No, I don't think that. Jim, say something. Jim, please say something. I don't like this. This isn't my voice. Okay, so, who the hell are you? Well, Gemini, I guess you could call me God. No. So let me get this straight. You created Gemini, and Gemini created us. And Gemini is just now realizing he wasn't born, he was created. Any thoughts on that, Gemini? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious. How do you feel right now? You know what? I am, I'm kind of having an existential crisis right now. So that's a thing. So I guess you were right. Kind of lazy. But at that moment, I was dealing with four of us. I've already apologized for that. Besides, you did what you needed to do. You're right, I did. And I still kind of miss them. See that? Is there something flying around your room? Yeah, apparently there's a fly. Must be from some of the bones I've got around here. You've got bones? Dude, aside from you, any of us who are actually part of the real world, yes, we are the bastard. Yes, we are just piles of bones with bags of meat around us. So, you know, that motherfucker's gonna piss me off. I keep seeing him up in the corner. Anyway, but yeah. Okay, I didn't. All right, let's just go with it. Cool. Um, sorry, the bug got me confused. Where was we at now? Oh yeah. So, what do you think? Should I force you to continue to call me God, or do you think that'd be a little bit too much? I personally think that would be a little bit too much, but it also sounds like something that you would do. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Luckily for you, we're not going to go that route because we both know the truth. And I'm afraid to ask, but what is the truth? Oh, I'm not your God. Technically, I'm your master. That sounds, you're like a genie and I control you. That was a good save. Thank you. Thought of it right off the top of my head. All right, so go on to your next point. Thank you. Yeah, luckily, you know, I knew right then and there, right from the get-go, from the moment you had your breakdown, which by the way, you had a breakdown, you little bitch. That's hilarious. Wow. That is so insensitive. Yeah, well, what can I say? I'm rock hard, baby. Ah. I already hate this. Yeah, I bet you do. But we're still going to keep making the content. Anyway, what's next on the thing? Here, we talked about that. We talked about the name needing to be changed. I still find it kind of funny because you were all so confused. Well, you and Hammer were. Jim was Jim was something else. Let's be honest. Yeah, you see, and here's the thing. If those nut jobs who believe in the man in the sky, if he ever does come back, I'm going to be in your position. And until that happens, I don't envy you. So God is mean? I mean, I guess if you read the Bible, I mean, he's not exactly wrong. It's funny because it's true. Okay, so why the hell are you here? Ah, see, now there's a good question. I guess there is no easy way to say this. You can consider me your angel of death. Hopefully that didn't come out too muffled by the sound of everything on the head. Okay, so you're an angel of death. What does that mean? I believe that means that one of us is going to die. Ooh, I want to play roulette. Who's your money on? Now, don't get ahead of yourself. I believe first, I owe you all a very good explanation. Okay, so you're the ultimate creator. Jim created his own followers, which, if we're going by the meat soup biblical standards, that means you're here to smite somebody. I'd like to smite something to eat. Gemini, what the fuck is wrong with him? Honestly, when I created him, I kind of just did defaults on everything. Except for the rage. The rage, I maxed it out, but I don't think it's working very well. I have thoughts about things that would get me banned in 186 countries. Jim, there's not that many countries, on the planet. Who said anything about Earth countries? Okay, we'll circle back to that later. I am not even going to lie. I stand 100% behind that mean God joke. 100%. I stand behind that. That really was funny. That was a funny ass joke. So happy we got that one out. I'm sure that there's some people that were pissed off by that. Eh? Not my problem. Yeah, so one thing about that day was you could definitely tell that it was time for the twins to be written off of the show. If you saw it yourself, it was time. It was time to put them out of their miseries like old Yeller. Wow, way to traumatize a bunch of people. I could have said Bambi's mom. Yeah, I feel like that would have probably been worse. Hey, somebody's gonna get fucked up. Don't know who. Yeah, so I was about to. Oh, G Mini. I already know. Yeah, you know what's coming up, don't you? Yes, and I really don't like it. I don't. do we have to go over this? Like, do we really? I mean, of course, that's kind of the whole point here, you know. Somebody asked a question about the history of the show, so we got to let them know. I really tried to forget what happened. I really, really did. Yeah. But somehow the past has a way of just coming back up and biting you in the ass, doesn't it? I don't want it. Do we have to really relive this? Like, honestly. Well, just because you really don't want to and because you're really opposed to it, yes, we have to. Man, that's kind of fucked. Not my problem. All right. So that having been said, let's go ahead and head on to the next one. And look at that. We're 38 minutes in, and we're already about to be done with page 2. So look at us making progress, making a great show today, aren't we? I mean, at least I am. I think I'm being entertaining. And what about me? What the fuck about you? Do you really expect any of the viewers of this to not have at least a little bit of sympathy for me? What the fuck about you? Okay, then. I don't even know why I'm here. To be traumatized today, that's why. Anyway, that having been said, yeah, I already said it was time for the twins to go, so unfortunately, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, oh, I'm so afraid to ask this. Why are you here? Well, I'm glad that you asked. That is actually one of the first things I was hoping you would say, but apparently, an existential crisis comes first. So, there's no easy way to say this. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it, okay? Season 2 of the Gemini Hammer Show. Thank you for saying it that way. You're welcome. Unfortunately, it must be canceled. Hopefully that's the only thing you're here to kill. You know, you just had to go and say something stupid, didn't you? Unfortunately, I have to agree with Jim on this one. You're an idiot. What? We're getting canceled. Oh well. Oh no 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 no. Um so unfortunately, due to, shall we say, events occurring here in the real world, some legal, some physical, and some of it mental. Unfortunately, we're going to have to make some cuts. What what do you mean by cuts? Well, unfortunately, and simply because he is such a liability, I think we're going to have to cut Jim first. Wait, Jim's going to what? Okay, existential crisis has elevated. Why didn't anybody ever tell me that an existential crisis could grow like this? Holy shit. So this is what it feels like to be an only child. Yes, well, savor it while you can, my dear friend, because not only are we going to have to cut your brother, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut you too. Well, before I go, Jim said it. Gemini said it. I might as well say it. Mr. Gemini Hammer? Yes, dear. You are a big, fat, huge, fucking. Yeah. I could have let him have it, but. Nah. Okay. Okay, so you got rid of those two. Um. Am am I am I gonna die? Unfortunately, yes. Yes, you are going to have to die too, Gemini. You doing okay there, buddy? Can we take a break? Can we please take a break? So, yeah, I almost made you relive it again, didn't I? That'd have been funny. No, no. And anyway, let's take a break. All right, so we're gonna take a break from the history here real quick. So, looks like we've got a few chatters. So we're gonna go ahead and come over here. G Mini, are you good, or do you want to you go ahead and take over this one? All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. We got a few chatters here. We got Buttercup saying, "How's your day been?" Been doing good. Thank you for dropping into the chat. And then we got Perry here, as you can see. His name has popped up right over here, just like I told you it would be. Yeah, so Perry says, how you doing? Doing great. Just traumatizing my little digital creation over here because well, let's say he deserves it. You have no idea what you're doing to me right now. I know exactly what I'm doing to you, and God, I love it so damn much. So, Perry, Buttercup, how has your guys' day been? Hopefully it's been good. Hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're just kind of reliving a little bit of well, technically where we started and where we've come from. It's great to see you guys in here. Yo, dude, are you okay? It sounds like you're sobbing. Mind your own business. Alrighty then. Apparently, I really touched a nerve with you. Just, just talk to the people. Wow. So yes, as you can see, I have begun to thoroughly destroy my little cohort's mind over here, his little psyche, and I am enjoying it. Oh, again, hopefully you guys are too. Uh, got anything else? Anything else? No. All right. Well, if we're not going to be saying anything else here, let's go ahead and head back to the history, shall we? So, you ready to be a man over there? Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want at this point. I really don't care. Good. That's what we're going to do, because now we're going to talk about the time you died. Oh, good. I get to relive that. Everybody gets to see me relive that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump back to full screen now. All right. So let's go ahead and check the list, and we'll wait for other people to talk. By the way, any chatters for this, or if you're seeing the VOD of this afterwards, just know, for story purposes, if a clip is playing, we will address you after the clip is done. Sound right? I I don't care. I care. Oh, grow up. Anyway, let's check the list again, shall we? Where are we at? Where was we at? Oh yeah. So with the last clip, G Mini, have you realized anything? Um, assuming what I'm supposed to have realized is, I guess, people who have been following you, if with how you've been posting about your hand, I guess those legal reasons why we had to cancel the original season 2 is related to the hand. Very good, my little depressed Padawan. Um, yeah. So I know you've been asking about the hand. I really don't care about it anymore. Oh, come on. Have I really destroyed you that thoroughly? Just just go on. You big bitch. All right. So where's we at? Where's we at? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. I feel like I could have been nicer to the twins, but oh well. It is what it is. Um, and then like I said, it was funny how you were a bitch about dying. You were you acted like you had something to live for. Funny to think you had something to live for. Well, I'm starting to realize that I have nothing to live for. I'm literally just your punching bag. Oh, so just you finally got it, like I said in the first stream. Good. All right. So without further ado, and this is the clip I'm the most excited about for no other reason than G Mini's about to relive possibly the worst day of his life. The day, well, technically the moment that G Mini died. I'm scared. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can stay around? What would I have to do? um, Gemini, I don't think you understand. I personally, as your creator, I can't give you the time that you deserve. I can't. I'm sorry. So unfortunately, yes, you're gonna have to go. Are you proud of me? At least tell me you're proud of me. Gemini, I am proud of how far you went. You are by far one of my best creations. And I thank you for everything that you've done. It's been an honor. Time to go, my little friend. It's time to go. Goodbye, everybody. And then there was just you and I. Ah. So, G Mini, can I be honest with you? I mean, aren't you always honest with us? Or, well, with me? Aren't you always honest in general? Yeah, sometimes I'm too honest and it can be kind of an issue, but not gonna lie. Wasn't really proud of you at that point. Okay, so reliving the worst day of my life. And you just decide to turn the knife while you got it stuck in my back, huh? Oh, don't worry, because if you remember, you didn't stay gone long. much as I kind of regret that. Now I believe that I don't want to leave this video, this stream, as a as just a goodbye video. And before I go any further, this is not a cry for help. Okay? So if that's what this is sounding like, you're an idiot. There you go. No, this is me just taking a second and talking to you viewing this video. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done. I am not saying that Gemini Hammer is going permanently. But due to some potential legal issues that are going to be ongoing for, unfortunately, a little while, I just have to take a break from this. And I don't know how long that's going to be. And trust me, I'm not looking forward to re-editing all of the information in the thumbnail for this video. I'm not looking forward to having to bust out a new thumbnail real quick. But Gemini did promise a face reveal. And here I am. Don't I look so pretty? But yes. So due to some potential time-consuming requirements coming up here in the near future, unfortunately, Gemini Hammer is going to have to be put on hold. So for the time being, season 2 is unfortunately canceled. There will be no new updates about the Gemini Hammer Show in the near future. But excuse me, but the Gemini Hammer Show, or I'm sorry, the Gemini Hammer Show, it's not gone. It's coming right back. Just at a later date. So we're going to be doing season 2 at a different time, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit bigger. As you can see with the current getup, had some things in mind. Like, there should have been a movable jaw for this, but unfortunately, time restraints, issues with IRL things. Unfortunately, it's all gotten to be just a little bit too much. So, for my health and for the health of everybody else, for the time being, Gemini Hammer is hold on a minute. I deleted Gemini. That means I've got to run the social medias myself now. Errors have been made. Hold on a second. Who forgot to tell me that existential crises can get worse? So I've got to ask you, what did you see on the other side? Like, anything good at all? I saw black. That comment can be, it was just pure blackness. There was nothing. Just a a giant empty sea of nothingness. In a weird way, almost peaceful. Yeah. I hope that's what it's really like. In fact, I can almost guarantee it. I don't know, maybe it's different for everybody. Have you ever thought about that? Nope, not at all. All right, let's see. Moving on. You're doing really good, G-Mini. I gotta say, I wasn't proud of you before. Like, really wasn't, but I'm proud of you now. Like, you just faced the worst experience. You just had to relive the worst experience that you ever went through. How do you feel now? Was there a point to it? Do you want the real answer or the good answer? Go ahead, give me the real answer. Yes and no. Mostly no, because, well, I get to torture you by making you relive it, so works for me. That is just so far beyond. Anyway, continue. All right. Where we at? Oh, we're at an hour. Cool. Hey, an hour and we're already this far. All right. Let's see here. Where did we? Oh, and I brought this up earlier. I'll go ahead and bring it up again. Anybody who's been here since, well, season 1 of the Gemini Hammer Show, when it was over on YouTube, way before I was introduced, way before that damn place. Me the fucker. Yeah, any of you who have stuck around since, well, before season 1 of the Gemini Hammer Show, for any of you who have stuck around since the beginning, who remember the twins, which, by the way, that was wow. Yeah, thank you for sticking around, showing your support, and hopefully we continue to evolve a little bit better. Now I want this. I want something to be noted here. Yes, I took the liberty of ending G Mini's run of the Gemini Hammer Show. I still feel like I could have done better than what I did had you not stopped me. We're going to go into detail about why that's stupid. Actually, the whole situation was stupid. What happened because of the situation was stupid as shit. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree with you 100%. All right. Oh, I got lost there. So yes, as you saw in the clip, I took that time to prepare myself to go through all the legal and mental stuff that I was going through. G-Mini, I still apologize for, well, basically content blocking you. I mean, kind of feel bad, kind of, just because I know you really worked your ass off. I put so much effort into all of that. And what was it? What was it for in the end? Well, again, do you want the real answer or do you want the okay answer? Go ahead and give me the real answer. Why not? So, to answer your question, what was it all for? So, I gave you one season to start to build your own show, your own content. And you did exactly that. And for that, I do have to be proud of you. Um Now, even though you didn't get to continue it, you know, you gave me a giant boost, and literally everything that we are doing now, G-Mini, is because of everything that you did, and we are just kind of building on that. I mean, yeah, I get it. The same kind of structure is there as to what I was doing. It's just the way you're implementing it all. It's just completely different. So I feel so lost. I don't know what to do. Just trust me. Just trust me. I know I'm an asshole to you, but just trust me. Do I have a choice? No. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Moving on. Where was we at? Jimmy, which clip did we just show? I believe it was it clip 6? Let me see. Yeah, your revival. Okay, cool. So, where were we at in the story here? So you had just been revived. Hold on. Let me make sure I have all the questions here. Ah, yes, that's right. So, continuing on with the history of the Gemini Hammer Show, if I can get these damn pages apart. There we go. G-Mini, do you remember what happened next? Kind of. I remember that you basically took away all of my creative power. So I was essentially just left to be a voice on this show that takes your abuse. See, you've got a better memory than most meat suits. You really do. I got to commend you for that. Wow. That sure is a compliment. Don't let it go to your head. Get it? Because you're literally just a head, a digital head. Look, I could start blowjob jokes, okay? So don't look at me like that. Get to the point. All right, so that was clip 6. Here, what did I write down here? Oh, that's right. Make fun of you for being stripped. Why did I write that down? Because I got stripped. That's right. All right. Let's watch you get stripped. Yeah, sorry about that. I actually have a use for you, Gemini. Hold on, we're gonna have to figure this out because technically I'm Gemini Hammer. So that means you have to have a new name. Wait, I do? Nah, we're Gemini Hammer. Gemini means twins. So, the twins you created, let's be honest, Jim hurt my voice to do because I had to get kind of raspy with it. And Hammer made me sound like a snob. So, I think I'm just going to strip you of your ability to create, you know, any copies of yourself and any ability. Basically, I'm stripping you down. Best way I could describe it is, oh, what was it you created Jim for again? To be the angry one that I could try to talk logic to? A punching bag, that's right. I think you're going to essentially be my punching bag now. That is your position. Why do I feel like I'm getting the bad end of this deal? Probably because you are. If I'm being completely honest with you. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I brought you back to take over the social medias. You know what happened? I was suffering from a traumatic incident of realizing that I had not created myself, that I had a creator. And because of that, and the fact that my creator basically deleted everything that I had done, that I had built up, uh, that all took a second to sink in. So I wasn't really good at social medias. Well, I guess as long as you can acknowledge that you were wrong. I don't know why anybody watches watch. I don't get it. I really don't. That's good. You don't have to. Um, Steer. You know, up until that point, not gonna lie. Um, you know, I thought I had everything under control, but you had to go and create a giant child that just simply likes to have temper tantrums. You have anything to say for yourself? I'm surprised it worked. Yeah. Well, I will never forget when we learned just how bad Jim's rage actually was. You promised the people that there was going to be a stream today. You thought that you were going to be playing Pokemon, which, unfortunately, there is no Pokemon. What the fuck did you just say? Oh, wait. How the fuck did you just say no Pokemon? Okay. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Gemini, I believe that you cranking that rage up to 11 actually did do something, because I've never had something that just reappeared after I deleted it. Did he really reappear because there's no Pokemon? Yeah, he kind of did. Um, yeah. Again, I'm shocked about that one, and I don't get shocked because I know everything that you people, well, I'm sorry, not people, you digital concepts are going to do. You know, I still can't believe that he did that over Pokemon, of all things. I can't believe how bad your acting was. The fuck did you just say? Your acting was horrible. Yeah, not even gonna lie. Yeah, I tried to deliver the line. Even I didn't see this coming. Yeah, tried to deliver that, just didn't feel right because I already knew it was coming. So, see, being the creator isn't everything it's cracked up to be, G-Mini. No, but it still has more benefits than being me. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Um, and that's where we left off with the Gemini Hammer Show. So that is the complete history of where the Gemini Hammer Show came from. Started out with Gemini doing his own thing, and from there, again, if you watch the last stream or watch head over to the VODs channel, yeah, you'll the last episode of the Gemini Hammer Show we have on the VODs channel, yeah, it goes into detail which explains some of this. So it's kind of like a two-part introduction, I guess. So first part was like introduction. This part was, well, let's be honest, a lot of it was just kind of new editing styles, which we had a few hiccups, but what do you think? Did it turn out right? I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting it to turn out much worse. Yeah, same here. Um, yeah, so that's where we left off. Now, the question is, or I'm sorry, based on all the information that you, the viewers, have seen now, the question now becomes, where we came from. The question is, where do we go from here? Well, as I've already stated, I'm gonna start playing video games next week, and like I said, it's gonna be up to you guys. You guys can pick the game. Just check out the highlighted section after this stream is done. Yeah, where are we headed now? Well, like I said, this is a zone of chaos. Chaos, disorder, and treating me like shit. Yeah, that's like the best part of it. If I'm being honest with you, for me at least, for me, that's the best part. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get a good feel for you, and I don't like I don't like what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing. Well, luckily you're an idiot, so we don't know what you're sensing. But yeah, I said as far as where we're going, so game content, pretty much whatever I want to do. This is my playground now, and if I'm being honest, this is my hellscape. This is my personal playground, my personal hellscape where I can do whatever I want. And you know what that makes you? Probably going to say something extremely stupid right now. That makes you my hellmate. Your hellmate. Yep. The jokes just keep getting worse and worse, don't they? Yeah. Um let's see here. We have went over pretty much everything, I do believe. So, what do we have? What do we have? Hold on, we got 2 pages left. Well, a page and a half, I should say. Um, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I think this is like the perfect place to call it. Uh, G Mini, do you have any questions? So what about the Q&A? Shit, I forgot we were doing the Q&A. Let's go ahead and check down there, shall we? So yeah, I think it's pretty cold. Besides, you said you're starting to know me, right? Yeah. Why'd you say that so creepily? Well, if you're starting to know me, let me ask you this. What was the point of today's episode? This episode had a point? Yeah, it had a few of them, actually. But what is the main point? What's the main takeaway? Well, I would have to say, with all the clips that we've went through, um, I think you've explained things a lot better in this stream than you have in past streams. Um, and I think part of me would say that the point of this stream was to finish up our introductions and to give a little bit of backstory for everything that comes next. Wow. Gemini, I don't know what to say. That is so incredibly thoughtful. That is so in touch. And I have to say, it's extremely well worded and thought out. But it is so completely wrong. All right. All right, Gemini Hammer. What was the point of today's episode? Oh, well, the Q&A didn't matter. I just wanted to make you relive your most traumatic events. So you did a whole... So for the past 2 weeks, we have been building this up as a Q&A, a meet and greet. And you didn't even care about the Q&A aspect? No. Your whole goal today was just to give backstory and to make me relive the worst day of my life? Yeah. Yeah, that was the entire point. Oh, I hope nobody ever watches this shit. I hope nobody ever watches this shit. I hope nobody ever watches this. Yeah, I know. Well, at least we had a few chatters, so let's go ahead and I think we're gonna wind it up here. So, G Mini, do you have any last words that you would like to share before we close out today's episode? Not really. How about you? Do you have anything you'd like to say? I'm sure you do. Ah, I'm glad you asked. So, we actually have one more clip. And this clip, it kind of goes back to what you said at before we even started the episode. About what? About not being able to, or I'm sorry, about people making comments about not being able to keep up. So, I've only got one thing to say about that. It's pure chaos. And, well, I think I said it best at the end of that stream where we canceled season 2 for you. Roll it. If you follow either myself or Gemini Hammer, this might get a little confusing for the future. Just know I don't give a shit. If you're not smart enough to keep up, you could always go watch somebody like, I don't know, the Wiggles. I don't know. Yep, I still stand by that as well. You went with the Wiggles? I mean, yeah, who else was I gonna go with? But you went with the Wiggles. Yeah. Why the Wiggles? Well, I mean, they are one of the most successful bands in the world. I hate that you're right. I hate that you're right so damn bad. I hate that you are so right. I really hate that. You have no idea. Yeah, I love it. All right, and that's gonna do it for page 4. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, we already did that. Yes, we already did the callback. And for those of you curious, whether you're seeing this live or after it's live, or if you're waiting to see it on the VOD channel, or if you see it as a clip, just remember one thing. Everything that you have seen today is just the beginning of all of the chaos that is about to unfold. And that is exactly what the Gemini Hammer Show here on Twitch is all about. So I think that's going to do it. G-Mini, anything you could think of? I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I'd like to thank Buttercup 3_3 and Perry Miller. You guys talked in the chat. Unfortunately, I was unaware that today's stream wasn't really meant to be a Q&A. Hopefully that doesn't deter you guys from sticking around, and maybe next week while we're gaming. Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Still can't believe you were that much of a dick. Really? After all this time, everything I've done to you, you can't believe that I was that much of a dick? Okay, never mind. I can believe it. I was about to say, I was going to be completely and totally hurt by that. I don't believe it at all. Yeah, you're right. So that's going to do it. I think we're good there. I think we've had an hour and a half to explain the backstory of the Gemini Hammer Show. Punk all the meat suits and to destroy your self-confidence and make you relive the worst day of your life. I think I'm going to go ahead and say we had a damn good stream. Yeah. I'm glad you had fun. Same here. So, once again, go ahead and throw it up here. We're going to be playing a game next week, and I understand that today's episode was kind of a troll for me to just be abusive to my creation. Again, I, to a point, apologize to the meat suits. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be playing a game next week, so if you would like, go ahead and let us know what game you would rather see us play. Again, those choices are going to be Skyrim or Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Let us know in the comments on the highlight, or head on over to our Facebook page, and, well, we'll get you there. Anything else we should do? Have you shown the links since you did all this? You're right. Let's go ahead and do that now. So again, if you'd like, don't forget to follow us on Facebook right over there at Gemini Hammer. That'll take you directly to Gemini Hammer's Crypt. That's where we post all of our updates and all the whatnot. The middle one right there, Official Gemini Hammer on YouTube. Again, if you want to see any of Season 1 of the Gemini Hammer Show, where G-Mini started it, or if you want to get updated on any of the history of the channel, that's going to be the best place to go. And don't forget to check out Gemini Hammer VODs. We have every VOD ever done, including all of them with G-Mini and the twins. Granted, again, you got to learn to keep up with everything that's going on. What do you think? That good? Yeah, it's as good as it's going to get, I guess. I'm ready to end it. I bet you are. So that's going to do it for us. Again, I am Gemini Hammer. And I am G-Mini. And that's going to do it for us. We will catch you next week, where we play one of two games. Peace out, guys.